כל הנשמה תעלה כאן אלוקה, כל הנשמה תעלה כאן אלוקה. So this week is Parshas Tרומה, and we are in Chodesh Adar, and we need to verbring, but for now we'll work with what we have. And today's also my Yom Haledes, it's my birthday today, so I'm here to give brachas, so we can receive brachas back. So Chodesh Adar is, just to give it like we'll talk about it, I'm sure we'll follow with more preparation for Purim, but something to start with, to enter in. Aleph Dar. Aleph Dar, it means that the Aleph is amongst us. We have everything has a vibration in it. You have the base, you have the Gimel, you have the Dalet. So the Da and the Ga and the Ba, behind it is Ah. That's the raw sound. It's before it's in words, it's before the energy is in the fingers are in the glove. It's still at one. And then it goes into separation. It goes in, we take that oneness and we put it into tzirufim, and based on how we put our fingers in, that's the tziruf that we have. So we have the koyach to make the tziruf, which means that everything that we're encountering in our life, the stuff that you like and the stuff that you like even more, everything is based on what you are, the tziruf that you are making. The way you see things, to each and every one of us, and based on how we are built and what we're exposed to, based on that we have the ability to maneuver, to make different tzirufim. But the whole year we trapped, and in Chodesh Adar we're able to go into the Aleph Dar, because we have that energy, that awareness comes down and takes us into a place that we can let go from wherever investment we are, wherever the is in, whatever type of tziruf we got tangled up into because of ancestry or whatever traumas and dramas that we're dealing with. We're able to go into the Aleph, we're able to go into the and once you go into the you're basically dismantling the whole spiel, and what's in the way of that is Amalek. Amalek is the one that tells us it's now makes us weak and makes us cold. Yeah, is it true what I'm working on? I'm not really seeing any progress. And that's when you're right there, because based on, if the higher you go, the lower you have to, every aliyah has to have a yerida. You can only get there if you have a yerida kodem aliyah. It's every person, every time, and every level. You have to go down. I have to bring my hand back to throw the ball forward. If I just bring it back this much, it's going to fly this much. If I want to throw an 80-mile-per-hour fastball, I need to bring back my hand and throw it with technique. And you're learning this technique, and we'll get to that soon. If you want something small, then there's a small yirida. And the yerida comes with nesyanis and tziruf and shesh l'mekodim shesh l'medarga. But then it's a big sakana, it's a big danger when you're going into this yerida. It's a big danger that you shouldn't get pulled into something and get caught up in something. And what happens is that when you're in that vulnerable space, because you're reaching for something high, so you're going really low, you're bringing your hand back, you're very vulnerable. You're about to, you're out of your flow. Your shoulder, the weight is you can pull your shoulder. That's when Amalek comes and he throws in something. What are you doing? What are you listening to? What are you doing this? You're doing that. Everything can just be put in a little toxic, a little poison, and basically it lost its power just when you're vulnerable. So Purim is the time that, in Chodesh Adar is the time we're going into the Aleph. We're going into that space that we're going into before everything. That then you get to invest where you want to invest. First, you break the klipa, Tim Chazech Amalek, and the Shabbat and the Tzitz and it's close for the pussy. The nikita is, though, that we have to understand something. What we're being pushed to, where are we being pushed to, who is pushing us, what's the direction, what's the point, what's the purpose. So if you think about it, if you ask any scientist if there is a God, if there's a God that spoke and gave us something, a Torah, is going to say it's not possible, because the more you know, the more you don't know. We're seeing something that's fueled by, it's so vast, and it's everywhere. It's galaxies, it's the sun, it's everything, it's fueling everything. And this is just one planet. Then there is billions of galaxies that's being fueled by this, and then there is endless levels, and also it doesn't have. It says don't make any picture of me. Don't put me in a picture. I'm not a picture. I'm nothing what you think, because my mind doesn't. It's not. It's a different spiel. I created your mind. And then this thing was mitzamtzim itself, and it says, Anoichi, Koel de Mamadake, came and spoke face to face with all of us, all our neshamas, our consciousness saw this, we died. But that thing spoke to us. So anybody that understands a little of science, like, it's not possible. It's not Elamai. We have some, because we have the Torah, and because we experienced it, we were there, we have something called Emunah. So the Emunah is, that's what we're learning in school, basically. That's, you're not really learning Gemara in school, not something that you remember. You have to go out of the yeshiva, that's when you start learning. But you're just learning the basic, most powerful connection. The connecting is Emunah, that we have a something called Emunah, faith. Everybody has faith, but our faith that we have, I'm not saying it's better or worse, I'm saying what we have, is dialed into such a cause, such a tempo, that such a vibration, that you can believe in something that doesn't make sense, because it's not something that has to make sense. You have to just become it. You have to be it, and that's why, He chose us. That's what it is. We have that level of that vibration, that oneness within, in the stomach, in the pit. So the squeeze that we're going through, the struggle that you're going through, each and every one, the struggle that we're dealing with, the big or small, is only to get us to surrender to Yud Kei Vav Kei, to get to surrender to Emunah. To get to surrender, you should not be dependent, you're not a slave anymore, you're not dependent on somebody to give you a handout. You are actually here to, figure out. I saw the, one of the shorts popped up on YouTube, where the sea lion in the North Pole, the beautiful white-born, and then the mother takes care of the child, that the little poor baby that weighs a ton after 6 weeks, and the mother feeds it for 12 days. 12 days. After 12 days, it leaves the kid, goes in the water and says goodbye. It turns back one time and goes never to see the child again, and the child's to figure out on their own. After 12 days, they have to figure it out. There's a lot of these birds, a lot of these animals that do it like that, and it just hit me. I'm like, what is? Everything is a puzzle. Everything is, everything's leaning on something else. Everything's holding something else. So what is that? What is that thing that's holding space for? And when I realized is that we're dealing with people are, coming into the to the school and of Avodas Hashem, of becoming an Eved Hashem, not an Eved Tapare, and you're going through this process, and then you surrender. And things are getting squeezed, and you have to figure it out. And that is the child, the mother that leaves the child for 12 days. Like, figure it out. You're going to figure it out. It's in you. You have to. It's something that you're gonna have to find within you that is called Emunah, and you're going to figure out. Once that's the point of all of this, and you're gonna have no choice, because there's nowhere to go. You have to go inward, because the stress is mounting and it's building and it's getting more squeezed. So I'm being directed in a place where I have to go to a deep into Emunah. Just something happened during COVID. It was so intense that people had no choice. They had to start believing, and otherwise it was too much. There was nowhere to go. There's nowhere. Everybody was contaminated. Everybody was just, nobody was the bigger person. So, this is what we're connecting with Emunah. This is Amalek. Amalek is the anti-Emunah. He's pushing us, because he's pushing me in in the vulnerability. And Purim is the time, because why is Purim the time? Because it's Chodesh Adar. Chodesh Adar is about when Moshe was born and Moshe died, both. And we're talking about Das. Das is awareness. So we all become aware. We always become aware. Everything is an awareness. If you walk on the street, you have an awareness. If you hit your head and you hit your feet, you eat, you drink something, there's an awareness. But there is a very a low vibrational awareness, or a deeper awareness. It's not the awareness that is taking you out from your gullus, from your restrictions, from your restraint. On Chodesh Adar, because we're going into Emunah, we're entering the Aleph, and we have the Das of Moshe. We're entering in the space of where you're becoming present in the place, the ultimate oneness that dissolves everything else. Timcha Zecher Amalek, that you're finding yourself in a place of understanding where you're at. And we're doing that Understanding where you're at, understanding what it is that what you're looking for. That's already huge. What am I looking for? What am I aiming for? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I want this, I want that. What am I looking for? So that brings it, because you get alignment and awareness in the right place, in the center. So then you're able to ask the right question and you're able to find the right answer. That's what happens on Chodesh Adam. And so going into I want to say something else. So you're feeling it, so that's why you're going into other and embodying it, other amuna. Yes, and the way to do this is with simcha. This is a key point, a key factor here. We're looking to get somewhere over there. I want to get to whatever we're imagining, with up, down in the in the higher spheres, in the higher realms. The way where it's happening is it's happening within us. If I am happy, then I'm in the heichel of simcha. If I'm sad, but then there is different blockages that I can't get through. When you're not in a good mood, no matter how much this, that, I'm not in the mood, I don't want to go out. You're locked up. You can't get out. And we have a lot of these locks that we create ourselves, because we create our makkah, we create our own surrounding. My katrigim, the thing that come and challenge my flow, is myself. It's my energies that you create. That's what's reflecting back. That's what's coming back. But you have on Chodesh Adar, we're going into the Aleph, you're able to go back into, because the ultimate light is shining, the Aleph is shining, before it's invested in anything. And what we're finding out over here is that is a nasa v'nishma. Everything that's happening is the yerida l'tzorech aliyah. So no matter how far, no matter how low one goes, no matter how far I drop, no matter how deep and how disconnected I am, and how things are not going my way, and I've messed up, or whatever is that vibration that I created to block myself, of an asechem avdilim, I'm able to go into a place that I understand that this is just a yerida l'tzorech aliyah. This is not really where I'm at. I dropped that low. I dove down that low onto the sea, so I can come up even stronger. I'm picking up. I'm coming up. I'm going straight through, breaking through. And one of the ways to break those barriers, to break that ceiling, is with simcha. If you turn on the simcha, it just opens up the door. It takes away the anxiety. It takes away the depression. It takes away the whole spiel. It's a clean slate. So yes, first I want to give you a bracha. It's on the birthday that. We should all find our softness and forgiveness, compassion for self. When we activate compassion, it changes the vibration of the body, and we become softer. And we become softer, you're already in the place of connection. You're in the place of alignment. You're allowing yourself. You believe in yourself. You're not too hard on yourself. So all the good stuff. And this week is also the pasha from we're starting to build the materials to how to build the Mishkan. And these are all the materials that we're bringing together. The Mishkan is a place that it's Mashchen, Amshacha, it pulls, it pulls, it brings in, and bringing the awareness, whatever awareness they're bringing it to myself. If it's Amunah and if it's Simcha, then that's what we start pulling. We become a vessel for that. We become a satellite dish for that, and then Hashpah from that place into going forward, going out. So Nasa V'Nishma, that was the chiddush of what Matcha Tzaddik did, that he basically what he did is that he took everything and he said, this is part of the journey. We didn't really mess up, we didn't do anything, we just went in that deep, so now we can bring the light into that place. All I gotta do is become present with myself wherever I'm at, and I just brought the light into that place. It's that simple. When I'm sad, I'm in the heichel of sadness. Simcha, heichel of simcha. If I'm deep in the Adam, if I'm deep in my whatever it is that was done to me, or the vibration that you created, if I accept myself from that place, imagine you're a child and it's like, I'm sorry, Tati, I'm sorry, Mommy, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it again. Like, okay, Shefala, she made a mistake, she didn't know, now she knows, she apologizes or he apologizes. I'm saying she because I have daughters. So then the kid is that, so that's what it is. So wherever you're at, bring it into that place. Bring in the acceptance into that place. This is Rav Nachman's words. He said it's usher after you've done it. It's usher to dwell in it. It's pashat usher because you're basically you're not doing the job, because now it verifies, it validates that you're taka there, that this is where you're at. Nothing wrong with it, but now you're gonna be worked with from that space. But if I turn it over and I bring even a hapachu and I go into the light and the other and I bring the aleph, I break it apart. Everything is pieces, right? Everything is pieces. The base is 3 legs. The aleph is the leg and 2 small dots. the Yud. So everything is pieces. Everything's put together. We're also pieces. Everything is pieces until it gets to one piece, one draw that has all the codes in it. Have an awesome Shabbos, and I don't want to go over it too long here because then it doesn't load up and it becomes a whole spiel. It takes forever, and I don't have the brain power for it. Chaim Levracha, and more will follow B'ezrat Hashem. If you have any questions, you could check it. Chaim Levracha.